Alright everyone, this is Blackwood Raven, and it's time for another deck profile. This deck profile is going to be a buddy fight deck profile. Now I will tell you guys this deck is proxy, more or less because there are a few cards that technically haven't been released yet, and I don't want to spend money right now. So, it's just going to be proxy. If you have a problem with it, leave now. It's going to be a Legend World deck profile. This deck profile is going to be... oh, you'll see. But my buddy is Iceblade Joker. What Iceblade Joker does, if he's discarded from the hand to the drop zone, you pay 1 gauge and Superior Call him. Normally he does have a call cost of 3 gauge, but he's a 6,000 to crit, 3,000 defense, size 0. So, yeah. So, for the monsters, we're going to start off with the size 3s. Since you all probably could tell what deck this is, you obviously play 4 copies of Demon Wolf Fenrir. He has 10,000 power, 6 crits, 7,000 defense. He normally has a call cost of 5 gauge? Yeah, 5 gauge. But he is unaffected by the effects of Gleipnir. So, you'll see Gleipnir later. For the size 2s, we have 4 copies of Corpse Swallower Fimbulwinter. What Fimbulwinter does is when he's called, you discard a Legend World card and draw a card. Very good combos with Iceblade Joker. For Frost Giant Hermes, basically a size 1 pressure card, a Dirtler virtually. See, I play this deck in a different way. I play it kind of like how Magic the Gathering would play a control/combo deck. You'll understand more what I mean later. Next, pretty much a key part of any combo deck, stall cards. 4 copies of Soul Sheltering Fogwall Naval Bonds. What Naval Bonds does, if you have another creature on your field, Naval Bonds can't be destroyed. He only has 1,000 defense and 0 attack and 0 crit, but he's basically a stall card. And obviously the other 4 copies of Iceblade Joker, since Iceblade Joker is my buddy. Now we're going to move into the meat of the deck. Spells. The start is probably what everyone expected, 4 copies of Great Spell Fimbulwinter. So you set this card, and then you set 2 cards from your deck into its soul. 9 times out of 10, the cards you are going to be setting are 2 Demon Wolf Fenrirs. But that's just me. So at the beginning of each one of your turns, you put a card from Fimbulwinter's soul into the drop zone, and once it has no cards in the soul, you draw a card. Then, obvious 4 copies of Great Spell Ragnarok as a cost of 3 gauge and 2 life, but I can only play this if I have a Fimbulwinter on the field with no cards in the soul. The basic rule with the Magic the Gathering combo deck is you play 4 copies of every combo piece, and then you play support cards. So, obvious for Fimbulwinter, for Great Spell Ragnarok, and 4 copies of Gleipnir. Gleipnir's call cost is I play it and I put a size 3 monster from the drop zone into the soul. So you're obviously going to put Demon Wolf Fenrir in, because when you play Great Spell Ragnarok, you wipe everything. Yeah, I forgot to explain what Great Spell Ragnarok does. Sorry, guys. What Great Spell Ragnarok does is after you play it, and if you have a Fimbulwinter with no cards in the soul, you destroy all cards in each player's hands and field. So pretty much you wipe the board. You wipe everything off the board. And what Gleipnir does is when this card is destroyed, you can call the monster from the soul at no cost. So next is 4 copies of Symbol Guard. What Symbol Guard does is pay gauge, draw 2 cards. But if you have Birthing Guard in the soul, if you have Birthing Guard in the drop zone, you don't have to pay the cost. And then obvious 3 Birthing Guard. This card suffices as set spell removal and counter magic, because it is a call cost to pay 2 gauge. And I can either nullify it and nullify a spell that my opponent casts, or destroy a spell on the field. Destroy a set spell on the field. Now I don't play Berserk Guard in this deck because I don't like Berserk Guard personally. I feel like there are better cards in that can allow me to do my combo more effectively. Like this card, for example, 4 copies of Power of Mythology. Power of Mythology has a call cost of pay 2 gauge, and it has 3 different abilities. I can either, all of my monsters get plus 5,000, choose a monster on my field, and this turn it gets Penetrate, and I can nullify an attack. So sometimes if I can't get the Fimbulwinter Ragnarok combo off, I'll still play the Gleipnir, destroy it with Birthing Guard, because Birthing Guard can allow you to destroy your own cards, and play the Demon Wolf Fenrir and give it Penetrate, because that thing with Penetrate is deadly. Next, we're going to move into the items. You play 4 copies of Rune Staff. The advantage to Rune Staff is you pay a gauge, and you can rest it to charge, but as long as this card remains on your field, you don't have to pay the life, the call cost of any of your great spells. This is a very necessary piece in the combo. And then, pretty much, this is the card that I tend to use to try to finish the game if I can't get the Ragnarok combo off. 3 copies of Great Spell, Heroic Finish, Leviathan. This is the impact card for Legend World. It has the call cost to pay 3 gauge and 2 life. Destroy every monster in your opponent's side of the field, and then deal them 2 damage. Basically board wipe and finish them off, because a lot of times they'll drop life extremely quickly in this deck once you get some of your bigger threats on the board, like Demon Wolf Fenrir. So an attack from that and an attack from Joker normally leaves them at 2 life. So you can then play this and kill them. This is a pretty good game finishing card in itself. So that's why I play it. So everyone, this has been my Legend World Fimbulwinter combo decky thing. I've been your host, Blackwood Raven. I'll see you all in my next video.